It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown and my company is Partners in Learning, and what we do is we teach you an easier way to be successful in sales. I'm so excited to be sharing the #1 success lesson that I learned from the children's book Who Would Have Thunk It? Written by George Frazier, who's an entrepreneur, a speaker, best-selling author of 3 books. One book is Success in Your Race, required reading at 59 historical black colleges. And his sister, Emma Frazier Pendleton. And she's also a speaker, she's an entrepreneur, she's a Harvard graduate, and she recently finished being the assistant superintendent of a major school system. And they wrote a book about the story of their life as foster children, written for children on lessons learned. Now, this is not a video about who would have thunk it, although I suggest you go read the book. I mean, just yesterday, October the 12th, 2012, I was at the CEO Business Cafe, located right there in Greenbelt, Maryland. A shout out to all my friends there at the CEO Business Cafe, and Emma and George were signing. I have a signed copy, and this morning I was reading the book, by the way. And one of the lessons that jumped out at me, and this is the #1 lesson, you got to go read the book, but the #1 lesson that I received is rejection prepares you for perfection. That's right, jot that down in your notes, please. Rejection prepares you for perfection. And I thought about that myself, and I said, wow, when has rejection really prepared me for perfection? I'm not going to tell you their story, but I'll tell you my story. Now, I recall when I was first finishing high school and I got rejected going to certain colleges. Now, I got rejected for a number of reasons. One, I didn't have the grades, but forget about that. And secondly, my parents just didn't have the money to send me to certain colleges. And, you know, it still prepared me for perfection. I did go on and I went on to college, and I'm a graduate of Morgan State University, and very pleased about that. Also a graduate degree from Johns Hopkins, and very pleased about that, but I still had to perfect my craft. And then I remember when I got laid off and I started my company, Partners in Learning. And they said, Shay, who's going to listen to your message? Shay, who's going to listen to you teach them about how to make more sales with less effort when you never really ran a sales team? You weren't even #1. I mean, who's going to listen to you? But you know what? Rejection prepares you for perfection. And I studied harder, and this is what I believe. Selling is a learned skill. Just like you can learn anything. You can learn to be an accountant, that's a learned skill. You can learn to be a counselor, that's a learned skill. Being a parent, and I'm a parent, I didn't have a book when I first got started, it's a learned skill. So we can learn anything in life. So anytime we find ourselves in a place where we've been rejected or turned down, we can use that to prepare us for perfection. We can work harder. We can build our craft. We can make good things happen. That's exactly what George Frazier and his sister Emma Frazier Pendleton are doing. They're making a difference in teenagers' life. And I'm going to encourage you all to go to FrazierThunkit.com and purchase the book. Donate it to a child that could use it. Donate it to a foster child. The #1 success lesson I'll say that I've learned from the book Who Would Have Thunk It is this: rejection prepares you for perfection. Make it a great day, everyone, and we're going to make good things happen. We connect again next time.